Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be walking you through the initial setup of DockSTARTer, which is an awesome application that runs your applications in Docker or helps making the switch to Docker much easier. Before I get started, I want to mention that if you have any questions or need help with getting started, to come over to our Discord server, which I will link in the description below. We're a very friendly and helpful community, and more than happy to help get you set up. That being said, let's get into the installation. So in this window, you're seeing a default Ubuntu Server 1804 install, and I've just installed and updated the operating system itself, nothing fancy behind the scenes. One other thing before we proceed is that if you choose a different distribution, it may not include some of these prerequisites. You want to make sure you run these if you're seeing issues with, say, Raspberry Pi units or other distributions. First thing we're going to want to do is pull down the DockSTARTer application and then install dependencies for it to run. That's highlighted here in the first run step. So I'm going to let this install. DockSTARTer will prompt for a reboot, and then we'll continue. And we're back. Now that the dependency installation is completed, we'll start the configuration setup again, and pick some applications to install. Since we're setting up DockSTARTer for the first time, we're going to do a full install, or a full setup. This will allow us to pick which applications we want, and allow us to make any additional configurations if necessary. In the future, once you have a handle on things, if you want to add applications, you can just select Apps. I'll be going through what the full install and defining the environment variables might look like when we get to the radar portion. So in this case, we're just going to pick a few apps, both of which will be radar, sonar. You'll notice by default, Portainer and Watchtower are checked by default. Portainer is a great, simple, easy UI to manage your Docker containers and images. Watchtower is an automatic updater that at midnight runs every day, so it will pull a image down for the containers that you have set up, if there is one available, a new one, and then reconfigure your containers with that in mind. It's not going to lose any configuration or anything along those lines. It's going to keep all your settings and all the configuration you've done. It's just going to grab the latest image as if it was an update. So in this case, we're going to keep Portainer settings, that's fine. And this is where it's going to ask you if you have anything in mind for the environment file that we can come across later or go into in a later video. However, what I am going to change here is I'm going to show you, just so you can see what it looks like, what changing some of this might look like. So we're going to change the port for radar. So by default, this is set to blank, which we can refer to as auto for allowing the containers to talk to each other. So we'll just keep it as current. So I'm going to go ahead and change this port to 7879, just for simplicity's sake. And we're done with that. So we're going to keep the settings for sonar, and Watchtower doesn't have anything to configure. Now, since we're not using a VPN for the intents of this video, we can just say yes to this. It won't affect the connection at all. Now in this case, the time zone is incorrect, so I do want to change this. One thing to note is that if the system time zone isn't set properly in your operating system, that will be reflected here. Also, depending on your distribution of Linux or Unix, these PUID and PGID values won't always be 1000. some operating systems and distributions have their own rules and regulations, I suppose, as to the UID and GID, PGID. So also one thing to note is what's happening here is that DockSTARTer is detecting the current user, or is detecting the current user that is running this setup. So in my case, tutorial. So the PUID and PGID are 1000, and that's what we want. The only thing I'm going to be changing here is the time zone. So it's going to use the system here, since that is my correct time zone. And everything else we're just going to keep as current. And don't be too worried if you do say keep current here and it says that you can't use the tilde shortcut. Don't worry too much. It does give you the option and acts as if you meant the full file path here. So /home/tutorial in this case. So yes, I do. And then confirming, going back. We're just going to auto through the rest of this. And so at this point, with the configuration directories and everything else, we're just going to leave everything as default since this is where I want everything to be for the purposes of this video. You can change them if you like and if you need, but we're going to auto through the rest of this. So at this point, I do want to run my containers now. So now that I've picked and configured all of my applications, it's just going to go down the list of applications and pull the images from their sources, most of which being the LSIO or Linux Server Docker repository. And after this, it's going to start the containers as you can see, and they'll be reachable if everything has gone according to plan. And I can see this by running sudo docker ps. I can see that each has been up for a few seconds, so they are up and running. We can see this in the web browser. So in this case, we'll see the first time page for Portainer, which is the web UI for Docker. And here should be the new port that we've defined for Radar. And then here will be Sonar. It's just that easy to get started. So the next portion, or the next part, will be things to keep in mind during configuration, and Docker networking and more, which I'll go into in later videos. So that was a short introduction to getting started with DockSTARTer. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment down below or join our Discord server, which will be linked down below as well. Take care, everyone.